But most people don't take selfies like this. That's the problem with this case is the best part of the case is going to be the least used among its users. Most girls, most women, when they take the selfies, they're going to use the front facing camera and they're going to think that, oh, I've got this LuMee case that all these influencers and all of these celebrities use. It's going to make my pictures look great when in fact it's not. What's up, my ponios? Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys this content here. This is probably one of the most expensive cases that I am reviewing to date. Those that have an iPhone case that they want to basically take selfies, they want to have light and be able to show off their face. Whether they're doing lifestyle vlogs, whether they're doing beauty makeup tutorials, this is the case that everyone goes to. A lot of celebrities and a lot of high profile people out there, whether it's Instagram influencers or YouTubers, use the Halo case for their iPhone 12 Pro Max by LuMee. This is in no way an advertisement for this product. This is an honest review. I spent my own money on this. This was not provided complimentary to me. So you know that my bias here is a little more genuine. This device itself retails $69.99, $79.99, depending on the type of case that you get. I ended up getting the matte black because, well, this is the most masculine out there. There's quite a few cases that I think are very, very interesting, like the marble rose. There's also one by Paris Hilton. That's probably why you saw this, because her name's in the title. With that said, folks, I'm going to go over this case itself. It's no different than the other variations out there. You're just buying a different brand and different color. I think the packaging is very, very impressive. It's right on par with, you know, most cases of this style. I feel like I am buying like a makeup palette. It's kind of interesting here. All right, so let's go ahead and do the unboxing here. I've got my iPhone 12 Pro Max. There's obviously other variants of this case. Opening the case here, it's pretty straightforward. It kind of just fits right into this little compartment. You've got your case, which seems to be very plastic in nature. It seems like there's kind of composite materials where you've got a very, very hard case on the back and sides, and then where the phone fits into the case, it's a less robust and stiff plastic itself. The iconic LuMee circle of lights on the back, the button here itself, the place where you can put your wrist strap, and then on the front you've got this perimeter LED light array here around the edge. In the corner right here is the port for where you charge the case. You've got your cutouts for your charging ports and whatnot. I want to test out if it's MagSafe as well. Let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the unboxing. You've got your wrist strap right here. No special branding. It's a little cheap. The cable itself is a USB Type-C, which is kind of annoying. I think for this industry, having multiple cables is no good. There are some products that actually have an adapter here that connect right into the phone that, you know, basically powers it by the phone, and then you've got the third-party charger. But I think that is a drawback. You're basically, when you charge it at night, you're going to have two different ports that you're going to be connecting to. Placing the charger here on the corner does compromise it somewhat because, well, what part of the case gets dropped and hit the most? The corner. So, I mean, this is going to be a target for literally this case malfunctioning if you drop it and it hits that corner there. So it looks like it fits really nice. You do have this very, very small lip. It does not give you much rise, meaning when you drop your phone face down, you're going to want to have some distance between the screen itself and the case, because with that lift, it's going to prevent cracking and scratching further. It does add extra width to your phone. However, having the light array as well as a battery built into it, I mean, I think they've done a pretty good job giving you probably an extra maybe 1/16 of an inch. Let's go ahead and show you what it looks like to charge the device. I'm going to have it upside down here. You do have a very clear indicator that the device is being charged. It does not appear to be MagSafe compatible. There are too many electronics. There's too much space in between the back of the iPhone to negate any sort of MagSafe. I can't even Qi charge through the device. Alrighty, let's go ahead and show you the rear facing lights, what that looks like. One touch for obviously the front facing, a second touch for the back facing. Press and hold to give you your variable lighting. This can go a little bit brighter. Press and hold, and then it'll slowly go a little bit brighter. It went a tiny bit brighter. My camera is gonna have a little bit of a glare. I'm sorry for the extra glare on the lens, but I'm literally showing a light right on you. I think that gets very, very bright. I think for those that are looking for a very, very soft, a little bit more yellow light when it comes to taking selfies, this is gonna be very good. Let's go and flip it over to the front facing lights here. You're gonna press it. It apparently only has lights over the buttons and then lights down here below at the bottom. There aren't lights at the top, and it doesn't seem very light to me. There's no diffuser here down below where the plug is. This is where you charge. There's no diffuser. It's just straight up light. I'm a little disappointed here where the volume rocker is and where the cutout for the power button are where your lights are, as well as down by the port. Down by the port, there is no diffusement. They don't have it go high enough where this plastic is going to diffuse the light. And so you may get unnatural tone. You may get unnatural light within your pictures. That's a little disconcerting here. This is the brightest it goes. You could tell that it is a little bit brighter than when I pressed it the first time. All right, so when it comes to selfie rigs, I highly recommend that you use a stabilizer. There's a lot of different rigs out there that are like tripods with a big old light. But if you're gonna buy a dedicated LuMee case, I highly recommend that you use a third-party stabilizer, not just placing it on a C-clamp with a tripod. So I've got this desk tripod that I use regularly, and I've got this stabilizer by DJI. It's called the DJI Osmo 3. 4 is out there. I'm going to put a link in the description for both these devices if you're interested in this. Okay, so I'm capturing my screen right here because I wanted to show you the studio lighting that I've got. So I've got two different floodlights with diffusers on it that are, you know, about 4 or 5 feet away, that are angled in a direction that gives me a clear lighting throughout my whole face. Now my glasses is going to give you a natural shadow. There's nothing really you can do about it. Some people add a key light right in front of it to give you, you know, a better look, but you want to make sure that you don't have any, you know, dark shadows across your face. I'm going to go ahead and turn those guys off, and then I'm going to turn on the LuMee lights and see if we can give you that same experience. I'm going to go through, you know, using my stabilizer here. It's going to give me a nice stable, I guess, picture. We're going to move over to photo. This is what it's going to look like in portrait mode here, just taking regular photos. Alrighty, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and video. I'm going to hit the record button. And now this is what you're hearing here. This is going to be the in-camera audio. I've gone away from this audio, and this is what you're going to be hearing when you're taking video with my natural studio light that I have. This is not from the case at all. It is as I suspected. It's not bright. I'm going to show you here. As soon as I fill my whole face up here, that's when you start getting the light showing on my face. The lighting from the window is partially coming through and providing that shadow and highlight. But as I get closer, I mean, this is not bright enough. It's not bright at all. I now have the phone at the brightest setting, and it is not optimal. You're not gonna have a selfie where your whole face is literally covering the camera. That's not what selfies are. You're back here, your arm's length away, you know, you're filling up the whole space. You've got your torso, you've got your profile. This light isn't giving me enough. You're getting a little bit of the highlight of the orange around some of these key parts of my face, but the other lighting in the room is providing, you know, that better key light. The key light, as well as this side of my face, is still completely in the shade. It is not bright enough, not nearly bright enough. Hopefully the over-the-shoulder shot from my B-roll is giving you, you know, a better feel of what that's like, but it is definitely not bright enough. This front-facing camera isn't nearly bright enough for me to be able to do anything, honestly. I mean, that's so disappointing here that I mean, if you look, you can't, it's like gray. On the edges here of this phone, the most light is coming from here and here and down here. And I mean, I'm not even getting lighting from this bottom light until I go down further. I think those who are recommending this in the beauty world should be ashamed. This is a garbage product. I've moved over the photo option or the portrait, and that's going to give you a wider shot. But again, you're getting that weird lighting here as it goes up my face, and as that key light from the bottom is finally hitting my face, I'm getting this orange tinge across my whole face. It is starting to light up here, but who takes a selfie down here? There's no reason to take a selfie when you're this far down. You need to have a light up here where the camera is, not down here where my chin is. You want to make sure that your forehead and your hair is getting the right lighting. But the way that they've got these situated here and here, it lights your chest or your neck, but it gives you like this cutoff line because the light itself is being obscured by your phone. So the best selfie pictures are when you're down here, but even then, you're not getting... Who takes a picture like this? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture now with a selfie. When you do a selfie in portrait, the iPhone itself provides you somewhat of a flash. So I mean, look at that. It's so bad. There is literally no light on my hair. I've got no lighting. You should have your hair bright and light. There's like this halo of light around my face, like where my cheekbone is and my jawbone. There's shadow all the way into the crevices of my forehead, all the way around. Even in the highlights of my face from the light from outside, you're still getting this weird blue light versus the yellow light. Where my cheekbones are where the light from the LuMee is kicking in, and it fades into my cheek as it reaches my ear, and then that is much lighter. This is not a good selfie. It is not a good selfie experience. This is the LuMee at the dimmest. You can't really see. There's really nothing there to see. If you press and hold it again, it's going to get you as bright as it can. That's as bright as the LuMee goes, and you can see it for yourself. Now, I'm not going to be able to really take a picture on my iPhone, but I'm capturing the screen so you can see what it looks like in portrait mode here. But most people don't take selfies like this. That's the problem with this case, is the best part of the case is going to be the least used among its users. Most girls, most women, when they take the selfies, they're going to use the front-facing camera, and they're going to think that, oh, I've got this LuMee case that all these influencers and all of these celebrities use. It's going to make my pictures look great, when in fact it's not. All right, looking at the selfie here with the brightness of the LuMee all the way up, it's not a good shot. As you can see, I am very orange, and the LuMee itself is reflecting in my glasses. You do get some soft skin tones, and maybe using a filter or using, you know, a camera app that will filter out some of this orange, but you just need to turn it down. I think this is reasonable. Like I said before, the back side of the case is going to be the best, the reason why you're going to buy this product, not the front. I think it's decent. It's giving you some nice depth of field, and it's focusing, you know, on the important parts of my face. Inside a incandescently lit room, I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference. Like if you're in the kitchen, if you're at like a restaurant and you're wanting to take a selfie, if you're at the bar, if you're at a club, having the orange light isn't too big a deal. In conclusion, folks, I think this is, it's at the $70 price point. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I did get it on sale through Amazon Warehouse, reused, and I got it about 30 bucks off. So this was under $50 for me at the time of this purchase. However, the MSRP, I don't think it's worth it. It's just novel, and you're buying what all of the different influencers have bought. I mean, this is a pretty poor case that I think one or two celebrities or influencers purchased way back when that kind of gave it its notoriety. However, the case itself is pretty poor quality. the front facing lights they don't go around the whole case. I thought it would go around the whole case. You just have two main points that it goes through, and the light that goes through here is not diffused. And so you're gonna get harsh light on your face, which I imagine for those that take selfies, it's not gonna be ideal because you're gonna get harsh lights and darks. You're not gonna get a soft diffused light, which is really, really good and important for those that are doing makeup tutorials, taking pictures, beauty shots, fashion, that kind of stuff. All in all, if you're looking to purchase this device, you're only gonna be using the backside of it because this is gonna give you the brightest diffused light out there. I know a lot of you girls out there use your front-facing camera because of the ability to see the screen. However, if you want the best experience for your selfie pictures and using this case, you got to use the back side of it. I can't recommend the front side of it. And for that reason, I don't think this is a good device. I mean, there's plenty of different devices out there. I know the Kardashians have bought in this case in the past. I know Paris Hilton has her whole unique line of the LuMee Halo, but I can't recommend this. I may be completely wrong. This is just my opinion here. I am not a beauty blogger, vlogger, selfie taker. However, I do know cinematography and lighting, and it's important that you don't have harsh light because having shadows under your eyes is gonna ruin your pictures. Nonetheless, thanks so much for watching this, guys. I really appreciate it. My name is Andy with Andy Vlogs, signing out.